Hey guys, we are going to start, that's Diablo. We're going to start round 1 here. We won the die roll, we'll choose to play first. We took a little bit there to get into the game. We will mulligan this hand. Not enough, not even close to the planes. This is definitely a better hand, we won't mulligan this. So we're going to play out the island and then pass the turn back. Our opponent's playing red. And we drew Vidalcan Transfer, which is nice because it'll stall off the board after we play the Windrake and the Primal Play. As long as we draw another land. So our opponent's playing blue-red, which is a color combination I absolutely loathe in this set. I've drafted it like 2 or 3 times and thought that I've had like really good decks and then lost in the first round both times, which is just like, it didn't make any sense, and I'm just like, these color combinations, maybe I just drew poorly, but I just thought the color combinations were kind of poor. And he has a Windrake of his own. Here, we could swing in and jump into Show of Valor. Seems okay, I guess. We could Show of Valor, but I actually don't really want to trade that. I am okay trading here. If he wants to trade, I don't mind. Yeah, he does. That's okay with me. I don't really want to trade the Show of Valor right now because I have the Primal Play. I'm going to play out the Vidalcan Transfer, so that way next turn we can start milling him and seeing more information from his deck. And our hand isn't very isn't fast enough where getting damage right now is that important. He plays a Firewing Phoenix, which is pretty good, but here we're going to... So I do want to mill him out, so I think I'm going to play the Primal Play. Hope to draw a land next turn, and then we can pop in the Fairy Invaders. We'll choose to make it a 2/2 flyer. I wonder what this is. Market, you need to pump it up to a 5/3. Okay, that's interesting. So he put us on a 4-turn clock now instead of just a anything else. But that wasn't that great of a play. That seems. We're gonna mill him out. Seems kind of silly. Island and Crankle's command. We do draw another island, which is nice. So now we can swing in for 2. And then, we'll play out the Fairy Invaders. I don't think we'll block. We have enough flyers where I'm not worried about him racing us that much. He has 6 mana, hasn't played anything else, which is interesting. We have our Fairy Invaders, and now we're gonna mill him out again. So Kraken Hatchling and Searing Spear. We won't play out the island because I don't think it's necessary. We'll swing in with the Fairy Invaders and try to leave up mana for the Primal Play to block out the Firewing Phoenix. Because we do want to start eventually this. You know, we are going to lose to the Firewing Phoenix eventually. Play the Show of Valor there. Probably has a removal spell considering that he hasn't played another creature or anything like that. Something at least. He's really thinking, so he's got to have something. Good thing is we get to see most of his deck, even if we do lose this game. So, he doesn't do anything about that. He's going to lose the Firewing Phoenix and maybe return it. but now we're ahead on tempo because he's gonna have to spend mana to return it. He can't do that right now. Considering he plays Chandra, he's gonna kill the Primal Clay with that 1 extra damage. Yep. And we're gonna mill him out again. We draw Ring of Avacyn, which is nice. Here we're gonna play out the ring. Equip up the Fairy Invaders. You're gonna unsummon. Here I'll equip up the Vedalken Entrancer. This costs 6 to get to. I probably should attack Chandra. I will attack Chandra. And he's gonna start dealing 1 to me. He's gonna return the Firewing Phoenix eventually, and all that jazz. Yep. And he's gonna just bring back the Firewing Phoenix. Here we'll play out the planes, because what we need to do, we'll attack Chandra. And we're gonna play out the Fairy Invaders and re-equip. Okay. Not much we can do about that. We're gonna return the Firewing Phoenix to his hand. And it looks like we're in trouble. He's gonna bop us for 1. We can kill Chandra at least. We do another Fairy Invaders, which we're probably going to need to play out and then equip. So we're going to kill Chandra. We'll play out the second Fairy Invaders. He had another Essence Scatter. Okay. So he has double Essence Scatter, which is good to know. He's got a Trumpet Blast for 2. Does he have another Trumpet Blast? He's playing double Trumpet Blast, so his deck is bad. Let's just say that. Okay, wow. Sure. That's fine. I'm not really that worried about it. We can play Harbor Serpent, because that's going to be good against him, and I think we want to take out the Archaeomancer. Other than that, I don't think we want to do anything else. I don't see anything else we'd rather do, so we will choose to play first. I don't really need to draw lots of land. This hand doesn't really do much. Doesn't put on a lot of pressure. We need to draw lands, and we need to also draw drops. I think we are going to mulligan. This hand is definitely much better. So, he plays a Goblin Arsonist, which is okay. Not going to be that big a deal. And we want to try to protect that Arctic Haven as much as possible. So, we want to make him try to kill the Welkin turn, so if he does... So next turn, if we do draw another land, we want to play out the, I think we want to play out the Ring and equip. Log Flunkies is going to be a pain in the butt. We drew another Welkin turn, which isn't good. But we can just try to race him. Plays Windrake. Once again, this is not looking good for us. Here we're going to swing in. I think we have to. He'll block, which I figure. And next turn we can unsummon the Goblin Arsonist to save us a turn. He plays out Talran, which is really good. Here we're going to unsummon his Goblin Arsonist to save ourselves 4 damage. We do draw the eventual third land eventually. We did draw the third land, which is nice, but it may be a little bit late, but we'll see. We do want to draw another land to eventually try to play out the Vedalken Entrancer. But if Arctic Haven survives long enough, it will be nice for us. I think he would. He plays Primal Clay as a 2/2 flyer. Yep, figured as much. He doesn't seem to have spells. So we're going to play out the ring here to get Arctic Haven up to a 4/3. And then we can swing it next turn. That's okay. We swing in here with Arctic Haven. He can't really swing back. I'm worried about like what's it called? A spell, and then he'll get a Drake. Like kill our Weltic turn, get a Drake, kill our Arctic Haven, and then we're really screwed. I'm gonna play out the Vedalken Entrancer here to stall up the board. He won't be able to swing in very well, and that Arctic Haven will hopefully be able to hold the skies long enough. He's going to attack him with a Goblin Arsonist. We're not going to do anything about it, because he'll kill our Welkin turn. And now we can swing in. I feel like we can't really swing in safely with the Arctic Haven quite yet. So here we're going to play out the Jace's Phantasm. We'll swing in with the Welkin turn. It makes me think he has a spell. He has to have some kind of spell. He has a Windrake. He'll swing in. We're gonna block. We're gonna give it lifelink. And he can try to kill one of our guys, that's not gonna matter. Gaining the 5 life here is important. And we definitely we don't want to tap to mill him because we want to keep up the hexproof. This is good. I think we're in a decent position now, where this Arctic Haven can hopefully just take over the game with the hexproof ability, just sort of just standing in the way. But we can almost mill him out at this point. Get ourselves a nice dragon-esque Jesus Phantasm. Here, if we swing in with Arctic Haven and he tries to like triple block, it's okay with me, and then we can also play out the Harbor Serpent or the Fairy Invader, so I'm actually here going to start swinging in. We'll give it lifelink. Okay, and there's no reason to do anything else. And the more that we just continue, the more that this game continues on, the more of this deck that we're going to see, which is also really good. Just going to give it lifelink and continue on with this plan, and eventually we're just going to be swinging for like 13 in the air. He has a stuffy doll. So he's shown us double Trumpet Blast, double Essence Scatter, and now we have a 5/5 Jesus Phantasm. He'll return Firewing Phoenix to bring our guy down. But we can just mill him out. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's actually just playing Trumpet Blast. Oh, I didn't actually know that you could give your opponent's creatures +2/+0. It says attackers. Jeez, I had no idea. That's crazy. I thought, oh, that's funny. In response to whatever he does here, we're gonna... Actually, no, we're not, but... And I don't see him being able to do very much here against us. We're gonna mill him out again. I didn't even give my guy lifelink last turn to go up to 41, but don't think it's necessary right now. We drew the unsummon, so we're just gonna unsummon. And then swing in for game. Hopefully. I mean, this game is probably just over. I would expect. It's also good that we get to see a lot of his deck. And we won that game. Alright, so, once again, I don't think we want to bring in anything. Log Flunkies, Goblin Arsonist Windbreaks, There's a couple Windrakes. Clunky's Tauran is his biggest threat, which we have absolutely no way of dealing with other than just being like more tempo-y, which is what this deck hopefully does well enough to get past him. This hand is definitely keepable on the draw. If we draw, one land, we can play we can play a couple more spells if it's a plains. And if we draw two, we're definitely good. So we would not like the mulligans. He doesn't have a Goblin Arsonist now, which makes Mog Flunkies on turn 2 a lot less dangerous. We drew double Welcome turn, which is nice. We'd really like to just curve out with creatures. Krenko's Command, which is okay. Just a 2/2 really. We don't draw a land, so we do need to draw. We don't get mana screwed again. That would really suck. We don't have the Arctic Haven to stall the board as much as last game. And his Trumpet Blasts do get scary. He's playing 2 of them, so. He doesn't have anything for us in turn 3. We do draw the land, which is nice. So we're going to play out the Windrakes, that way we can block. He does indeed play Tauran. So that's going to be a pain in the butt. But in any case, we're going to swing in here for the damage. And then I think we just want to play out the Primal Clay as a 2/2 flyer. And just try to beat him with flyers. Seems like a pretty good plan, honestly. Stuffy Doll. It's not going to do anything. So he doesn't have a spell. At least I don't think. Or else he would have played it. So Talon's is a 4-mana 2/2. I guess that's why he's playing the Trumpet Blast and stuff. Makes sense. I suppose. Here we're gonna swing in for 6. And we're gonna play out the Welcome turn and threaten to kill him next turn. Play Chandra, so that's gonna hit the Welcome turn. And this looks like Essence Scatter mana. So we want to be careful not to swing in. We don't want to Essence swing in. We don't want to play a guy before he Essence Scatters one of our guys, basically. So here we're gonna. We want Welcome turn and Primal Clay to attack Chandra because they're the ones I care less about, and we're gonna attack him with the Windrake. We could also have Searing Spear, but he showed us 2 Essence Scatters, where he only showed us 1 Searing Spear, or we only saw 1 Searing Spear from him. And we could almost not just run into the Essence Scatter here and just play nothing and make him beat us that way. Which I actually like. I don't want to give him a 2/2 flyer. Next turn he's dead. Trumpet Blast doesn't save him. I mean, it does, I guess, because it makes a guy, but it also opens up an avenue for us to play a guy, maybe. We could also play like War Priest of Thune and then Arctic Haven there to try to work around Essence Scatter, but I feel safer just doing it this way. He's got to have a spell for us to lose. So it doesn't look like he has Trumpet. No, Trumpet Blast isn't instant. It's not going to save him at this point. We also have to be wary about Trumpet Blast and him just killing us that way. That does kill us next turn. If he does have it. He's got to have some kind of spell, or else he's dead. It doesn't make sense for him to. I'm gonna assume that he has at least one Essence Scatter in hand. For our guys. So if he doesn't gonna hit us for 2, or 1 rather. He's gonna have at least one spell. I mean, he's gonna have the block. Market Mutiny. So he's gonna get a 2/2 that way. Threaten Refall. Sure. I'm expecting this to be Essence Scatter, so I'm going to run out the War Piece of Fame first. Actually, he doesn't have it. Okay, so I was wrong. But in either case, it looks like we're pretty safe right now. Because now he's at 2, and, you know, we have 3 flyers on the board. So unless he has 2 spells in hand, or nice luck, man. Good games. Mana Flood killed me. He drew 6 lands, we drew 5. He drew 7, I guess. But, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, his deck wasn't that great. He was playing Market Mutinies and Trumpet Blast and stuff. But in any case, we won that game, or we won that round. Pretty nicely, despite a shaky game 1. I'll see you guys in round 2. I hope you guys have been enjoying the draft so far.